come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 9, Watson. Forced out to his left. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
From his own end zone, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, That's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. George Kittle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
to have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'll try to do better. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Watson on 1st down. Again, he finds Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Herbert on first down now. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Herbert now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Herbert back to the air. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. The Browns in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 27 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Watson. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Watson. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the gun, here's Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Watson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 25 on second down, Watson. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Now it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man in Schwartz. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Slot man moves right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team. Fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a handoff to Swift. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's complete to Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Swift.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down, because you can try the long field goal, you can go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
On 4th down, Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Throwing, Herbert. Touchdown! George Kittle, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One last throw here for Watson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Chargers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another